Hurt in a car? Call our sponsor, William Mattar. 844-444-4444. With a focus on motor vehicle accidents, the team at William Mattar has handled thousands of cases like yours. Let them help you get the money you deserve after a motor vehicle accident. Rideshare, truck, motorcycle, car, only call William Mattar. 844-444-4444. Okay, so we're gonna try something this week. We're gonna try to not spend an hour being negative and talking about the third pair. We're gonna try a little positivity. I didn't get the impression a lot of people liked our conversation last week.
Well, there's not much to be negative about this week, to be fair.
No,
there was definitely
really
a reason. There was a reason to be negative last week.
Some people would disagree. Actually, a lot of people would disagree. Spotify comments were lighting us up. Funny stuff. You knew they weren't winning 4 straight. Like, not with this episode looming the next night. They were not winning the last game of the road trip. Just was not going to happen.
Yep. They don't do it. They always make us feel a little down right before the episode.
Right, like, they got 7 of 8 on that road trip, and, like, still, I don't know. It's almost hard to come away feeling great about it just because, like, that last one stung. Like, obviously the blown lead, and I think more importantly, like, oh, that was your chance. Tampa lost to a bad team. Even if it was in overtime, like, you could have gained ground.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, who cares? You know? That game was freaking awesome. Like, I wish I could play. I wish I could trade every single game that we play against the Islanders or the Flyers and just apply it to the Ducks. I want to play the Ducks 20 times a season. That team,
fun.
That team could go out in the first round just like purely because they don't care about defense, but like they're great for the game. Who are they lining up to play in the first? I think they're playing Utah. They're going to play Utah in the first round series. Like, hell yeah. Like, that is going to be a fun series. Then they maybe got, like, Edmonton after that. Like, that team, that was some firecracker hockey. That was river hockey. That is what that was.
That was the definition of it. They are similar to the 22-23 Sabres, it feels like. Just up and down the ice and young team, not much to lose, and that was a really fun game. Them and like the Sharks, now that we faced them recently, it's like those two teams are going to be good soon. I mean the Ducks are kind of already good, but good young teams. They're going to be fun to watch in the next decade once some of these other teams finally start to turn over. Like the Oilers, they're already kind of getting there. Vegas. Those teams are fun to play against. They got some fun players to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Leo Carlson was friggin' everywhere. Gauthier, Troy Terry, obviously the game winner. Like, I'm looking forward to watching that team in the playoffs.
Definitely.
On top of my Buffalo Sabres, whose playoff chances, I don't know if they dropped after that. If they did, it was by not even a percentage. Like a positive percentage. It was in like the 0.0s.
Yeah. No. It's almost a guarantee. They just got to win like a few more games at this point, really.
I was wondering,
if they want the division,
I know we have the magic number, but like, what is the magic number going to be physically, the points wise? Like we discussed it a little bit on our Patreon episode last night. I think like the max, like if the Senators right now are the last team out, then their max points are like 107. So is it going to be like 101, 103 that you technically clinch? I don't know. We got tickets on our package next Tuesday, the 31st. So I think there's like a chance maybe that could be the game. I think that's if everything goes right, though. I know the magic number's at like 13 right now.
Yeah. We're at 95 right now. I think you get to 100, you're probably good.
If you're 100. You're getting in. It's just like when's the actual day? When can I celebrate? When can I cry tears of joy?
Yeah. Could be in the next week.
I mean,
or
there's
so.
a good chance. I mean, I just hope they do it before they go to Ottawa. I hope they don't clinch in Ottawa, whether that's with a win or with another team losing. Like, that would suck. This is lining up very nicely with a 4-game homestand. I hope to God that they clinch now.
Clinching at home would be great. This is their last homestand of the year, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Did not know
after
that.
They have 2 road
Just
games.
bouncing around.
They have 2 road games after, and then it's every other for the rest of the season. So this is their last true homestand of the year.
It's actually kind of an ideal way of doing it. Get a little bit home and away heading in.
Yeah.
Watch it be that Kraken game. The Kraken are our final obstacle to clinching the playoffs.
That
Never
would be
beating
so
them at home.
poetic.
We got to do
Seattle
it. That's got to be
Kraken.
the day it happens.
Jason Botterill. Yeah, that would be great. I hope he'd be in attendance, too. The SOB.
God, I hope. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like Botterill would be there.
Might be
He's
there.
going to walk in and be like, he's going to walk in, look around, and be like, it's the loudest I've ever heard this place.
Yeah. This could
Funny.
have been me.
So it's like me for like that 3-week stretch one time.
Yeah. Where we were on an astronomical shooting bender.
And now one PDO run to another. Now it's just maintainable.
That's right. Zach Metsa, the PDO god.
I got such a kick. I know the fact that 3 of the goals were on the power play, one of them was an overtime winner, but it still was so funny seeing that there was one defenseman not on the ice for a goal against Anaheim, and you'll never guess who it was. And it was Zach Metsa.
Yeah, it's incredible. I don't even know what hockey gods he prayed to for all of this to happen. I mean, dude's a plus 20, and he's on the 3rd pair. It's unbelievable. He's playing with... I mean, we shit on Logan Stanley so much last episode. He was fine on this road trip. Zach Metsa's playing with Logan Stanley, and, they're fine out there. He's literally driving a pair.
I think Logan Stanley already has more points than Michael Kesselring.
I think that's correct. How many? Let me see.
I know he had the two assists against San Jose. I think that's it, but I don't know if Kesselring has more than a point, which is crazy.
Kesselring
to
has
think
2
about.
points.
2 points. So they both tied?
Yes, they are tied with assists.
Both have 2. That's nuts. That is nuts. I keep saying, I think they should scratch Zach Metsa. You got to save some of this for the playoffs.
Got to win the division.
You can't waste the PDO now. No, I know. He's been great.
Can't mess up the vibes. Last time they messed up the vibes, the Sabre report went on a rant for an hour.
Oh, that's true. If I see Stanley and Shen together one more time, at least can we agree on that? I think as much crow as we're probably, I don't know if we have to eat crow this week, but as much as we got hurled at us last week, can we at least agree? We never want to see Stanley Shen on the ice together again. Let's never do that again. Not going to happen. Never.
I mean,
don't ever do it. Not going to happen. Unless it's the last game of the season.
Yeah, no, I mean that should be
the
a
second
given.
last game of the season. I think they're in Chicago. You want to throw them out there? Sure, let's have some fun, but please no.
Shen should not play another game this season unless we're clinched. But I could
everybody's
see
healthy
him
now. I'm sure Timmins is ready to go.
That's true. We haven't heard anything in the last few days on him. I wouldn't be surprised if Shen was in the lineup against Tampa, though. I think it'd be dumb.
Right.
But
you're probably right.
Knowing how hyped up that's going to be.
That game is going to be for the division at this point. And I'm sorry, I know how last game went. You cannot have Luke Shen in there for, a division-deciding matchup.
No.
No. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Folks,
we'll
welcome
see.
back to another episode of the Sabre Report podcast. My name is Jonah.
And I'm JP.
And Christian will be joining us, I think, relatively soon. He said, basically in around 10 or so minutes. He was catching a movie with his brother, spending some time with the fam. So we didn't wait for him. We didn't really care.
No.
No, he told us to go on ahead, get going. It's already getting late, so God forbid he stays up. We had him up late last night recording the Patreon exclusive episode after that game ended. So we're getting to him. We're slowly adjusting his sleep schedule.
He's been more flexible for us recently. He's been better.
It's killing him, and we love him for it. But he'll be on soon, so you will hear from him and not just the two of us alone, which I know some people will be happy to hear. Before we continue, just want to take this second to promote our Patreon, patreon.com/The Sabre Report. As you heard last night, we did a little instant recap to the Anaheim game and the road trip itself. We do tons of overtime episodes just like that, going further into topics. So join us, patreon.com/The Sabre Report. Many benefits and perks, such as those overtime episodes, ad-free episodes of these Sabre Report episodes, shout-outs at the end of each episode, live commentary streams. We have our first one this Wednesday. We're going to watch along the Bruins game with our patrons. So should be a fun time, and even a whole new bonus podcast as well, TSR After Hours, where we let loose and have some fun and talk about anything besides Sabres, but also some. Come on, like we get around to Sabres anyways. It just kind of happens. We got there last episode. That's when we closed the episode down. We're like, all right, this is turning into an OT episode.
I mean, when the vibes are back in Buffalo, how can you not talk about the Sabres?
That's true. I mean, that's what we
Everybody's
got to.
talking about it.
We were inevitably, I don't even know how we got to it, but just by the end, we were talking about playoff hockey in Buffalo, and like, God, man, got the invoices today. Our playoff ticket info. It's official. Wait, I saw a playoff Sabres logo. Playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, like that. Oh my God, that just brings so much joy to my heart, man. It feels so good. We're so close, and it's gonna be a blast. And join us along for the ride at patreon.com/The Sabre Report. All right. Pretty damn good West Coast trip, I would say.
I mean, 7 out of 8 is pretty good when you're probably just hoping for a split going into the week, realistically.
The historic franchise record for road, the road point streak, it continues. It's still alive right now.
Yeah, that's right.
12, 13 games now? They've already cleared it. The second closest, I think, was 9 games? 10 games?
It's absurd.
It's still going. Just such a crazy story, man. This team sucked so bad on the road for the first 2 months of the season. And now it's like, now they're maybe playing their best hockey on it. It's incredible, man. Such a joy to watch on a nightly basis.
14 games in a row. 14 road games in a row.
14.
These guys couldn't win.
Point streak.
They couldn't win a road game in regulation until mid-December, right?
How many of those? I mean, all those road wins, I feel like aren't like basically all of them in regulation.
Yeah, I mean,
what was their last overtime win?
I mean, we on the road last overtime
was it before
loss
the
was
streak
a Tampa
started?
one. An away overtime win, Ottawa on December 23rd.
That was before. I think that was before this point streak, correct?
Yeah, that's
There you
quite
go.
a bit.
Like,
Our
this
last
whole point streak, they don't have an overtime win or shootout win.
Yep. Our last road loss that was in regulation was against Carolina.
All right. Fucking course. Okay.
Yep. It actually was.
Absurd, man. Just absurd.
It's ridiculous.
They're like, I don't know. I didn't check to see if it's still true, but like through 70 games, this team has outpaced the 05-06 Sabres. I mean, what the hell? How is this season real? How is this season real? Like, the 05-06 team they didn't have to climb themselves out of a hole, but I think they went into November at 500, and then they just took off and never looked back. Like, this team was 11-14-4 and have caught up. Basically what was like a 3-game margin on the 2006 Sabres.
I mean, the stat going around was one of the best 40 stretch of games ever in league history. The Buffalo Sabres. So they're like 5th all time now with like most wins in a 40-game stretch. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's half the season. They have like 6 regulation losses in the last 40 games.
I mean, this is now stretched to a 41 game. This is now stretched to a 41 game sample. Like, half the season has gone by where this team just cannot stop winning.
They're second in the league.
33-6-2.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. They're second in the league in regulation wins, only behind the Colorado Avalanche. It's stupid. This team is so stupid, it's incredible. I mean, this road trip, it was like, okay, we'll have like a bad first, and okay, this might not be our night. Oh, here we go. Let's score 3 or 4 goals in a matter of 5 minutes and just take over the game. Like, this team could just win in all ways right now. They're just everything's
genuinely
going for
every
them.
game. I mean, I think the Vegas and the LA wins were pretty similar, but like 3 of the 4, they won in like 3 different ways on this road trip. They mucked out 2. They just blitzkrieged the Sharks for like 5 minutes, and then the Ducks, they came back and or actually I said they nearly won 3 different ways, but they played 3 different ways and scraped out a point. Like, in that Ducks game, I think they win that game if Alex Tuch doesn't take that really dumb penalty with 2 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and a rare off night from our goaltending. Lyon definitely did not have his best night.
Alex Lyon was not good that night. That is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably tell you that.
Yeah. It just makes no sense. This team is insane. We're 1 point out of leading the Eastern Conference. It's ridiculous. Enjoy it. Enjoy it now. Because very soon it's not going to matter what the regular season's going to be.
No, I mean,
it's all about the
2-3 weeks time. Like, it's genuine. It does not matter.
Yeah. Like,
just soak this in now. They're still in first place. Like, who knows if that'll hold.
Enjoy the ride. Because very soon, a new season starts. It'll be the playoffs.
And even just the perception changes so much in 2 weeks' time. Because after this regular season ends, expectations for this team are going to change so much. And it will no longer be the Sabres being the best story of the NHL. It'll no longer be, man, what a shock, what a surprise. Like, this team is like, despite how much they're winning, I think everybody still sees them as like this underdog. And it's like, after the regular season ends, it will not be that way. It will be different. There will be expectations, and especially next October now. But now you're living in that moment. You're living in that moment of, we're the best story in the NHL, or one of the best teams in the NHL. I think after they won in LA, DraftKings had them as like the favorite to win the division for the first time.
Mm-hmm. 11 games left of this. I don't know. It's been an awesome season. It's been a lot of fun.
God. It just feels so good.
It feels weird, but now we're starting to get used to it. I mean, even that game last night against the Ducks, I was like, there's no way they come back in the third. Like, they look dead, and they just, you think the younger team who's not playing on a back-to-back is probably just going to run away with that third period, but I don't know why I was down in the friggin' 25-26 Sabres. I mean, they took the lead. Like, I could have seen them tying the game, but taking the lead with less than, I mean, they had the lead with less than 2 minutes left. It's unbelievable. But I don't know. They just gotta keep going. You know, my one fear is that we're playing some of our best hockey, and hopefully we don't end the season on a down slope to where we're not playing our best hockey in a few weeks. That is my one fear.
It was funny. I was thinking something similar last night when they were losing, because I was not displeased at all with how they were playing. I mean, aside from power play was pretty bad last night.
Special teams in general.
Yeah, I mean, the PK, I don't know. The PK, I didn't think the PK was bad. It wasn't like bad. Like the first one, okay, you kind of left Kreider wide open. But the second one, they just floated one through, and then the third one was a 6-on-4. Special teams was bad overall, but like the power play looked bad. But that was it. For the fourth game of a long road trip on the West Coast, considering the opponent they were playing, and they were clearly emptying the tank, I was content with the loss, but I was also happy they were being pushed. It was the first time they were losing on this road trip by more than one goal. And I was happy that they were being tested. That's a crazy sentence. I'm so happy they were losing. I'm so happy that it's been so long since they were losing in a game like that. You know, the last time it happened was the Tampa game.
Yeah. I think during a lot of this run, they have been up. You know, they've been up early in games, and they've kind of that's one of the other stats that was going around early in the season, hasn't been as much of a talking point recently, is if they bring a lead into third period, I mean, they have, one or two losses? They're like, I forget what the stat was, but it was like 21-1 when they have a lead going into the third. Like, they've just been great defending leads. So we haven't really had many comeback opportunities, and the fact that the Tampa game happened and even the Ducks game, even though we ended up losing, but we scored 3 unanswered goals, it just shows you that this team can win in any way. Like, if they're behind, you don't have to just throw up the white flag and say, okay, this game's over and move on to the next game. It's like anything can happen. I mean, they scored multiple goals and within minutes on like multiple games, it felt like. I mean, the Ducks, they scored 2 of those 3 goals within a few minutes. And obviously against the Sharks, like, they just get they get the momentum going, and they just don't stop, and they take advantage of it. And they're getting production up and down the lineup right now, which is great. Owen Power's been great recently. He's 9 points in the last 12. Benson, Carrick still scoring. They could just win anyway right now.
Sam Carrick is already outscored himself as a Ranger in 8 games. 8 games it took.
Yep.
What? I mean, genuinely for the first time this year now, you could roll 4 lines.
Yep.
You know, it's supplemented by the fact Zach Benson is on the 4th line currently, but it's created a whole new dynamic. And, you know, I don't think they're like crushing their minutes. You know, Sam Carrick's obviously not going to score at a 50-goal clip the rest of the way, although actually he might. I don't know. But it has those shifts where they're dangerous, and now with Carrick you have the goal-scoring threat on top of whether it's Zach Benson or Peyton Krebs on the left side of things. It's just, now it's reliable. Now I can go into a 7-game series and not be terrified that when the Sabres travel to an opponent's building that they're not going to be targeted for 60 minutes. I mean, they probably, it's the 4th line. They still will be to an extent, but now you've got Sam Carrick and now you've got Zach Benson out there.
Do you know their expected goals percentage? They played 40.5 minutes together. Malenstein, Carrick, and Benson.
The Benson rendition of the line is probably killing their minutes.
72.2.
72 expected goal share. God.
It's insane for a fourth line.
I just want to be clear. I was talking about like the non-Benson minutes. I don't know what their expected goal share is, but yeah, I mean since Benson and Carrick are just monsters together. Absurd. Best fourth line in the league, potentially. It's probably honestly up there. Just like when you got Zach Benson playing down on it.
And any fourth line with Malenstein in it, I mean, it's just going to be the best. I mean, I couldn't imagine taking him out of the lineup in the playoffs.
Fuck you. I am not having this conversation today. I said no negativity.
Your negativity. It's not our negativity.
It's not negativity. It's just me being honest. All right. What else?
How about one of the other reasons you're playing so good right now is the best player on your team is playing like one of the best players in the league right now.
He was in a Hart. He was shouted out as a Hart candidate by The Athletic today. Based on their model. He hasn't even played a full season. Of the first quarter, or like the first fifth of his season, was bad. Rasmus Dahlin, since he's come back from his leave of absence, I think he's been the best defenseman in the NHL. At the very least, the past month. I don't think there's been anybody better. I said this last night on the Patreon episode. Every season, there is like a 3 to 4 week stretch. And, because Dahlin's been incredible like every season for the past 3 years. But there's like one stretch during that season for 3 to 4 weeks where he gets into this state and he just cannot make a mistake. He just can't do it. Unless it's like your average, like, okay, a missed pass here. But like when the puck is on Rasmus Dahlin's stick, like it's just something's happening with it and you are not going to take it away. You are not going to smother it away from him unless he lets you. He is playing maybe the best hockey of his career right now. He is otherworldly.
And some of the plays he's making is insane. I mean, that pass last night for the goal.
I think that was the pass of his career, potentially.
It's crazy. He's
Spinorama behind the back while at the goal line, right on his Zach Benson stick. Through like 3 players, by the way, too.
Yeah,
it was absurd. It's absurd, man. Absurd. And it pisses me off. I don't even know if he'll finish top 5 in Norris voting this year.
Yeah. Second half of the season, I mean, he could definitely be the best in the league, but he did start the season slow, but he's on another world right now.
How close is he to point per game? I think he's right there.
65 in 67 games. In March, he has 14 points in 11 games. And you go back to February, where there was 6 more games, he had 7 points there. So he had 21 points in his last 17 games. I mean, I'm just even going back further. I mean, going into January, he ended January with a goal, then 5 points against Toronto, and then an assist. He's just been unreal since he's come back. He's been one of the main reasons why we are where we are.
I don't know if there will be a player in the playoffs, in the entire playoffs. I mean, there's a couple first-time players coming in. Well, hello there, Christian.
Welcome.
What's up? Sorry for my
much.
tardiness, but I made it.
How was the movie?
It was good. I will say, like, you see like so many Twitter accounts saying like it's like the greatest movie of all time before it even comes out because of the whoever watches it, the critics. It was good. I definitely recommend it. I don't think it's as grand as everyone has said it was, but it was still a really good movie.
Have you seen Interstellar?
Yes.
Is it better than that? 'Cause I feel like that would be the comparison. We're talking about Project Hail Mary,
No.
by the way.
God damn it! I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna be like,
No.
man, I can't believe Christian's giving like Hoppers this much praise. Is Hoppers better than Interstellar? I did hear Hoppers is supposed to be pretty good.
Is it better than Interstellar?
Because that's a comparable movie, isn't it? Like a space.
Yes, they are similar. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot more like human interaction in Interstellar, which kind of makes for better dialogue. But it's close. It's close.
I mean, Interstellar is a goated movie, so
It is. That's why I wouldn't want to put it in that atmosphere.
Mhm.
But it's still
Never seen it.
still a good movie. No, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch Interstellar.
it. That's
See, I've been waiting for it to come back in IMAX to
fair.
go see it. I feel like I gotta see it there, right?
I would love to see that movie in IMAX. Did not see it in theaters. That is probably might be at the top of my list of movies.
Mm-hmm. Sorry for the interruption. I didn't mean to jump in mid-thought. What were you guys talking about? You guys talking about the Red Sox?
No, we're glazing our captain right now.
Pause.
Is our MLB TV our count still gonna work this year?
I don't know. If you guys keep
JP
talking
and I,
shit
we
about
need-
the
we need to
Yankees,
troubleshoot that before
if
the
you
first
guys,
pitch.
if you guys keep talking shit about the Yankees, I mean,
Whoa! Maybe Aaron Judge shouldn't go over in the biggest game
I
of his
hold
life.
all the cards here, guys. I hold all the cards. For anyone who doesn't know, the Aaron's brothers piggyback off my MLB TV because I get it through T-Mobile, and they don't have T-Mobile.
Yeah, free. It's free.
Free for me, not for you.
freeloaders.
Not for
It's
you.
free
It's
for
free
you.
for me.
Yeah.
I'm a paying customer.
See that beautiful, yeah.
on my dad's
See
account.
that trashy loft that Christian sits in? He's in a very, very poor financial state currently.
Yeah, I don't even have enough money to put the walls all the way up to the ceiling.
You don't have a
It
ceiling.
ran out of space.
I gotta echo. I don't know. I gotta cancel out the echoing every single time I edit one of these.
I know it is tough. It's
Dick.
also kind of the reason why I kind of whisper a little bit. I feel like once I have like a different room to be in, I'll be a little more vibrato in my voice.
Screaming straight,
Could be.
straight spitting into the microphone.
People be go back to the old way. They don't want to hear that.
Anyway, back to Dahlin. Shout out. I don't know if the stat was going around, but I saw it in Jonah's comment section. Adam Duchette on Twitter said that he's plus 20 since the Olympic break, which is leading the league. He's just
That was like
He's-
2 weeks ago.
that is. I didn't even think
been
about
cooking.
that. It wasn't 2
What
weeks.
was their first game back?
It was like a month
Like
ago
February
now.
28th, 27th. So
It
3
was
weeks.
the 26th, I think. So it's been
It was
like a month.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's plus 20. He's just been on another level. That top four, it's been fun to watch that top four because each of them have gone through their streaks of like production. I mean, Byram was on fire to start the season. Samuelson could not stop scoring for a month stretch, and now Dahlin's playing on another level. Owen Power's been great recently. Like the top four has just been so fun to watch. And to watch them, I mean, we talk about Dahlin's pass. I mean, what about Owen Power's pass? He was also below the goal line and set up a goal in the same game. Two defensemen below the goal line had assists.
It was the most ridiculous thing
Against
I've
the
ever seen in
Ducks.
my entire life. I was like, what is he doing down there? But it works.
Both of them. Yeah, it's just that's how the Sabres play. It's so fun to watch.
Any
Christian, thoughts on this road trip?
um
The people need your take.
yeah, the people really want to hear what my dumbass talks about. 7 out of 8 points. Can't really complain there. I think they played pretty well considering, they had a back-to-back at the end of it. That Anaheim game, they really looked like they were kind of up against it in the second period. Like, you look up and down the bench, everyone was gassed. Like, get us out of here, get us home. And they still found a way to take the lead into the third and snag a point out of it. I really can't ask for much of a better road trip, in my opinion. hey, they keep winning. They keep winning. When was the last regulation loss they had? The one game I went to, of course.
Yeah. Well, we were just saying, this historic road point streak that they have, which is up to 14 games, they don't have an overtime or a shootout win during it. It's all regulation wins.
Ethical hockey. Talk about an ethical team, guys. The Buffalo Sabres are an ethical hockey team. They get shit done on time in regulation.
We don't play well on the power play. Sometimes we don't play well on the penalty kill. We are god awful on 3-on-3.
Screw all of that. No 3-on-3 in the playoffs.
We play the way God intended. That's right. One man. Speaking of Dahlin, very happy for the man. Obviously, just everything he's been through. And today, obviously, as I'm sure a lot of people saw, his fiance is back in Buffalo for the first time, which is just awesome, awesome news.
Yeah. It's scary stuff, man. It's really scary. I'm very happy for him and his fiance.
Does he win the Masterton? I think he's got it, right?
It's funny because it's like everyone he's gotten this reputation about himself now. Like, oh, is Dahlin a rat? Is he
That's so true. Everybody hates him. He had some guy sucker punching him like 3 weeks ago.
How many guys have
2
sucker
ago?
punched him this year?
And then they go on to win the sportsmanship award. That would be so funny. Gets decapitated by Evgeny Malkin. Gets sucker punched by Brandon Hagel.
Was the
Goes
Brad
on to win the
Marchand one this
sportsmanship
year
trophy.
too?
That's right. He ripped off his helmet too.
Punched him in the
started
gut,
breaking it
yeah.
apart. This would be the funniest Masterton run of all time.
If we're on awards, does Lindy Ruff just kind of walk to the Jack Adams here?
I think he got it, right? Like, I feel like he should. I feel like we're past this point already.
I think if he wins the division, they will. I think if they lose the division,
if he wins the division,
Cooper,
it's a shoo-in.
I think they might give it to him.
God, I would never forget voters. Cooper has so much time left.
Mm-hmm.
Lindy Ruff might be done after this year. We don't know yet.
And it's just the turnaround too. Like, John Cooper is head coaching one of the best teams in the league. They've been one of the best teams in the league the whole year. They had the expectations of being one of the best teams in the league all year. I know they've had a lot of injuries.
I'll defend Cooper a little bit. I don't think anybody expected them to be the team coming out of the East, potentially. And I also think, like, I don't hate Cooper's case. I think if Lindy Ruff did not exist, I think it would be his trophy. Although maybe, I don't know, Rick Bowness is putting in a late case.
Yeah.
But
it's fair. Just the expectations of the Sabres to where they are now and where they were at the beginning of December and where they are now. I don't even feel like it should be a conversation, even if they play 500 hockey the rest of the season. Breaks the longest playoff drought in NHL history.
Was it Jonah? Did you say at the beginning of the year that any sort of Sabres playoff berth would constitute a Jack Adams win?
We've been saying that for years.
Yeah,
I think we always overrated that a little bit. Like, if the Sabres squeaked in this year, I don't think Lindy's getting it. I think every year there is a story like the Sabres. But now the Sabres are that story, and I don't know how you can argue against... I don't know how you can argue his case is weaker than someone else's. Other than the fact he has one already and John Cooper does not. Which I hate that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
The only other name I see thrown around too is Dan Muse with Pittsburgh, which, granted, they're having a great season, but
Muse is a good one.
They're 9 points behind us.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just it's gotta be him, right? Like, it's just gotta be.
It would really stink if one of the best seasons in a very, very long time, and historically well compared to how the division's playing, ends with no Sabres players or coaches getting any recognition, hardware, or like even a divisional banner. That would stink.
It's true. You want to be remembered in the rafters, and you want to be remembered in the history books.
Mm-hmm.
I think WGR was even talking about that. Like, you know, you have such a great season, such a historic season. You want to be remembered, and like, you want to show up to the stadium, you know, in 20 years and look up at the rafters and be like, oh yeah, that was a damn fun season. But if they don't win the division, like, and well, playoffs could go however way, but you know, they don't win the division, you know, have a banner up there, you won't think about the team as much. So I really hope they bring it home, and Ruff's it's got to be Ruff. It'd be ridiculous.
Are you guys speaking of WGR, are you guys a bandwagon? Are you guys hopping on the bandwagon? Or?
Not me this time.
That is now you. It is now you.
Crap. Wait, are you saying that because my internet was unstable or because of the bandwagon thing?
Right there. No, right
Unstable.
there. Your Wi-Fi was all messed up.
Son of a...
You're good now. You're good now.
Okay. Sorry, did you guys hear what my question was?
No.
I said, speaking of WGR, did you... Are you guys are you guys letting people on the bandwagon? Are you... I heard this discussion today.
I can't believe you brought this up.
I had to.
I was not anticipating this. It's such a tough, like... Yeah, of course they're welcome, right? Like, of course.
Yes.
It's just... I think there's a difference. Like, you got some people, and I won't name names, but someone was voicing an opinion and thought that Seth Appert was the Sabres PK coach. And is like... I think there's like there's an analysis barrier to an extent. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't. Like, this is all moot. Obviously, you can do or say. It's just, I don't know. I think there's a barrier between being a fan and now suddenly analyzing the situation, and as if you've been here the whole time. And we know a lot of people have not.
I understand.
Fair. I don't resent them for it.
No.
It sucked. It was a 14-year drought.
I do understand where some people are coming from with the, like, you decided to ignore it for 15 years and you didn't have to go through all of the suffering, so you shouldn't get to reap the rewards of what this season is. I understand that, but like also
much.
This is part of how sports is run. It's like when the Bills aren't good either. It's like there were like the stadium was half full sometimes, like during the drought. It's the same thing. It's like yeah.
I mean, I think this is very much a mostly online discussion. This is for the online community.
For the perennial online people.
I don't want to bar bandwagoners from not going to the arenas. You know, I don't want to pull an Ottawa Senators and not be able to sell out a playoff game.
Well, I mean, look at this road trip. Every single game, there were so many Sabres fans in attendance. It was actually crazy.
Yeah.
It was packed last night. It was last night. It was packed.
Yeah.
Like, they panned to the crowd at one point. I know I tweeted out. Like, it was Sabres fans just kind of blocking the view. I mean, it was great. It was awesome to see.
Anytime they would score on this road trip, like, you heard a little bit of an eruption. It's awesome. Like, I think Sabres fans all over the country are finally, you know, they're coming back, and I can't really blame them for.
It's a safe space now.
it's a safe space, yeah. It's just enjoyable to watch. Like, if everybody can jump on the bandwagon and have some fun. Just recognize who came before you.
No, like the people out there know like who's been here since day one. It's like,
yeah,
that's okay.
I think what the funny part will be, and this happened with the Bills. Once the Bills got good, all of a sudden the online discourse, which I'm talking about, all of a sudden it got oversaturated.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many Bills accounts right now. It's insane.
They're coming. They're
That's
coming
probably
for
gonna
us.
happen to the Sabres one soon. Yeah, like that's probably gonna happen to the Sabres. Which it's great. I mean, if more people are getting invested. You're gonna start to see more of a saturation of Sabres. I mean, in the last 5 years, and this isn't to toot our own home, but it was like us charging Buffalo. Obviously, expected Buffalo. They do great things, and there's a bunch of other accounts that I'm probably forgetting to mention. Sabres Access, but I think very soon we're gonna have a sleeper Sabres and
Oh please,
Sabres
no.
Muse.
God,
and-
if I see a Sabres news on Twitter,
It's gonna be.
that goes past bandwagon. Let's just go away. All right, I don't need your AI generated
It's
bullshit
gonna be Dahlin
in this
news.
community. All right,
it's gonna be
please
coming
no.
up.
I don't need no.
I'm just saying
That's not a bandwagon. That's just you're getting too good, and now I guess it is kind of a bandwagon thing. But like, go away, please no.
Sabres
Sabre
news.
Source, all Sabres. I don't want to forget anybody because there's been so many people who have stuck it out through this.
No, I mean like the guys over at Trainwreck have been here.
Yep.
You said you gave a shout out to some of the Instagram guys, Sabres Source, Sabres Access. Like, it's you have seen some people start to jump on
How
Mhm.
about
the
since we know them so well, all of a sudden Buffalo Sports Talk is tweeting about the Sabres.
It's true. It's true.
They're hopping on the
They're
bandwagon.
firing off a few tweets.
They are. No, it's great. It's exciting, and for there just to be a Sabres discourse, I mean, bring it back to WGR. They've rightly talked about the Bills for 90% of the airway for the last 5 or 6 years, and now it's starting to change. Like, it's just Buffalo is a hockey town, and I'm glad it's starting to skew back.
It was funny because I did make a joke in our group chat today saying like I'm gonna turn on the radio this afternoon on my drive home from work, and instead of hearing Sabres talk, it's gonna be how Jim Leonard's 3-4 defense is gonna carry the Bills to the playoffs. And it's funny because later in the day, turn my radio on and they were talking Bills. I know that they were talking Sabres earlier in the hour.
I heard Sabres.
I just thought it was a funny coincidence. I was like, yep, oh, all right, there you go.
Yeah.
They can never. It's March 23rd, and we are hearing Bills talk. This is the most dead part of the Bills season between the end of the season, end of free agency, basically, and before the draft. There's nothing going on. What is going on?
Well, you know what the funny part is about the Sabres, though, is they're playing so good, it's not like there's many discussion points. It's just, oh my God, this team's
I will
great.
agree with that.
Mm.
I will agree. Like, what is there? I mean,
Like,
look what
it's
happened
not like
last week. Like,
we're
we spent
fighting
an
for a
hour.
spot.
We spent an hour on like the one bad thing going on, and we kind of got crucified for it because I understand. Like, the team has lost 6 games in regulation the past 3 months. I mean, it's absurd. So, like, to an extent, I get it. But yeah, I mean, you want to see, when this hockey team is your number one, you want to see them treated as such all the time too. Especially, it is a bit of a cathartic release. Can we agree on one thing? Everybody, please. It's the biggest maybe pet peeve I have in this. Whenever I go to the arena, for the love of God, can we not do the fucking shout chant at a
No,
Sabres
God,
game?
no.
Please.
And don't wear a goddamn Bills jersey to the game, please. I'd rather you wear.
I don't care about that.
No,
I know,
Some
that's
people-
fine.
no. I'd rather you wear a 3-piece suit button down. Don't do that.
I don't mind the Bills jerseys.
I
Not
do. I
everybody
hate
has
it.
Sabres
I hate
Mind
jerseys.
it. If somebody wears a Bills jersey, I can definitely tell what type of fan you are. But at the same time, I'm not gonna. I won't get mad at. Just don't. It's not
Walking
listen,
out of the
this is not
arena
time
doing
for
the
that.
shout song.
If I go
It's
to
like,
the party in
shut
the
up.
plaza and I hear one break out, I am leaving.
I
It's
I
a
think
pet
it
peeve
is
of mine.
fair.
You don't do it there. You
The
don't
shout
do
song,
it there.
it's a Bills thing.
It
It's
is a
not
Bills
really
thing.
a Buffalo thing. It's a Bills thing. There's
Yeah, it's not a
There's
Buffalo
this
thing.
one guy in a
I'll
section near
stand
us.
on that. It is not a Buffalo thing. That is a
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills
Yeah, how does
thing.
the song, how does the chant end? The Bills make me wanna shut. It's like, no, shut up. No
This
shout
is
song,
next
no
level
Bills jerseys.
gatekeeping now.
It's not gatekeeping. It's just this is the one.
It's just
this is
show
the
some
one
class.
Place I will plant my flag.
It's called
on.
show some class.
I don't
class.
I don't disagree. Class does get the crowd going sometimes.
No, it
Not
makes
even-
me
no,
sick.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Look, if there's a Bills player in the arena, obviously that changes, and like they show him on the
Then
jumbotron
fine.
or
Okay, you
whatever.
can do it once.
Yeah.
No, we don't do the shout song at KeyBank. Do the wave.
Just do the wave. Just do a friggin' "Let's Go Buffalo." Let's get a Warpath chant
Let's go
going.
Buffaloes. That's a good middle ground. You could do it both venues.
That's a Buffalo chant.
Yes.
That's a Buffalo chant. That is universal.
The team's doing so good right now. We're talking about this.
We're just no. This is all feeding
It's
into.
the one bone I have
but
to
this
pick.
is all feeding in.
JP, you were there when we were at. I think it was the Washington game. You were there. Some guy, like 3 rows in front of us, did it. I think at least 6 times.
It was no.
Nobody
it was
went
a-
along with it.
It was in a section over. The guy kept doing it and doing it. Yeah.
It's like get.
This is all.
the
It's all
room.
leading into positive talk though, because we're talking about doing this at a playoff game.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Knock on wood, still, but it is going to happen. I'm not there yet, man. Still not there. I've had my heart broken too many times.
This would be an all timer.
Don't even.
Could you imagine we're talking about all these fans?
No,
We're not doing it.
Returning.
We're not doing it.
And they did this. I think
I'm gonna
people would
stop you
genuinely
right there.
Moving on.
quit following the
Moving
team
on.
forever.
Everything's gonna be
It would
okay.
just be another obstacle.
Yeah, show some class. No Bills jerseys at the friggin' arena. I hate it.
Oh my god.
I seriously, that is the one big pet peeve I have. And I feel like I talked about another one on here one time, but I'm not remembering it right now. Shit. Because I feel like any of our regular listeners would be like, no, he's talked about other stuff he doesn't like. So maybe it's not the one pet peeve I have, but that
You
one's.
know what really
I
grinds
hate that
my
one.
gears?
Don't wear a Josh Allen jersey to the game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you go to a Bills game and you see a Sabres jersey, aren't you like,
No.
okay, that's pretty sweet?
No.
Oh, I'm dapping that guy up. I'm walking
See?
over.
See?
Hell yeah,
No.
bro.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm
I
kidding.
saw-
No, you wouldn't wear it there. No, you
No.
I
wouldn't.
saw a Sabres jersey. No, I saw a Sabres jersey at a Bills game, and this is obviously when the Sabres were not good. I was like, okay, that guy. I know that guy knows puck.
Well, at least you know.
Like-
He knows puck, but, like,
it's
now you gotta wear that for the
situational.
rest of the
It's
day.
situational because it's like you know the team is bad, so you know he's a real fan. It's like any schmuck from Buffalo like could walk in a Josh Allen jersey and be like, oh, like does he know hockey or does he know football? Of course he does.
Hey, if you're a new listener to the pod, like, and you're a big Bills fan and now coming over,
There might be,
following the
you know what?
Sabres,
That
like,
thought did just cross my mind.
That's what I'm like. Like,
This
hey,
is our
we
old-
don't hate you.
We don't.
we are welcoming.
We're all Bills
Other-
fans.
Maybe Christian
No,
isn't,
we're
but
all
we're pretty welcoming.
Bills fans. But this is just our old man yells at cloud moment.
Yeah, Christian. We revealed it on here, but Christian is the one that set fire to the elevator a few months ago at the new stadium. He is actively trying to tear down the franchise.
My bad, guys. Sorry. New stadium does look nice. Looks really nice. I'm excited.
It does. Talk about stadiums in general. Where the hell are the Beer Sabres?
Yeah, I know.
There was supposed to be.
I have a prediction. It will be
All
there
right.
this week. I have a prediction. It will be there this week.
I hope so. I hope so. They said it was returning in the spring and it has not come back yet. This is the last homestand. I said this to
I got
Joe
a rough
earlier.
estimate from someone like a few weeks ago with
Okay.
like some knowledge. So I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying this does line up. Plus, we knew it was. They said spring.
Yeah, they did, but there's how many home games left are there? We have 11 games left.
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home games left. Bring back the Beer Saber.
It'll be there hopefully soon.
When was the Beer Saber announced? Did everything turn around when the beer saber was announced?
Somebody tweeted this out recently.
It was
It
close.
was like end of
Not
November.
It
exactly.
was very close.
'Cause
Well,
the
it was Black
Black-
Friday. We got ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like
it
a
was
week,
close.
2 weeks later,
Yeah.
something like that.
I still haven't got one.
We do need a Christian's cafeteria.
What on
We
the?
never
on the-
got a
on
proper one for the beer
on
saber.
the beer saber.
You know what?
Let's take a video of
We
myself
never got
chugging
one.
it.
Talking about food, my Wi-Fi screwed me last week from talking about the Tage Parm, and Jonah slandered it a little too much.
I forgot. You didn't get
Did
to
not.
review your
I
Tage
gave
Parm.
it
That
a-
was
I
The
got a very
only-
honest. I gave it a very honest review. Okay.
that was the only part of the episode I went back and re-listened to because I needed to hear, and I think a little too much slander. It was. I thought
There's no
it was-
way you liked it that much.
I thought it was very good. Let's put this into context because Jonah didn't mention this. He had our sub was split into 3, and I mean this thing's 2 feet long. It's massive, but it was split into 3. Jonah had maybe half of his 1/3. I had a full third and 75% of the next third. So I had over half this thing. I think I'm a little more.
Did you guys Lady and the Tramp the last
qualified to talk
25% of
about
it?
Yeah,
What
we
do you mean-
did.
what do you mean qualified? What you think? I just didn't feel like finishing it?
I didn't have as much as I did. I think
Yeah, because I didn't like it as much. Crazy
Very-
concept. I know.
very good. The bread was incredible. The vodka was really good. I'll agree with Christian and Jonah. When it got cold, it was not good. My last bite, I was like, okay, this is actually
Yeah,
kind of.
it's pretty congealed at the end.
It's too big to be like a hot sub at a stadium when it's sitting out there for. I mean, who knows how long it's actually sitting in the buffet line or whatever you
That's
want to
kind of
call
why.
it. They need to make it smaller.
Either that or that's kind of why I think they should just. I do enjoy the packaging's a fun touch, but I think just wrap it in tinfoil. Just keep it warm as long
Yeah.
as you can. It'll make it a lot easier. Let's do a
I'd give
let's
it.
do a Tage Parm Thompson eat off. We each get one. Whoever finishes it first wins, and a beer saber.
I don't know if any of us would finish that.
The 3 for 3 challenge. 1 Parm, 1 beer saber.
One pint of ice cream.
And one.
Yeah.
And one.
I was gonna say
one,
we need a third leg.
One the classic, the
One
Dominator.
Dominator.
One Dominator.
I don't think
one
they sell
Tage
them
Parm.
anymore.
They have the
I mean,
mini
I know the
Dominator.
junior
they have
one's
the
there.
junior one.
They do the mini.
Maybe we do
Which-
tenders. The tendies got to be thrown in there, right? One-
If you're talking about a
One
Sabre
basket of
Report
tendies.
food challenge, tendies are in there.
Yeah.
No, but you say they need to make the Tage Parm smaller. I think they will do that next year. I think they'll continue the item. I think they will just make it like a junior version, which is smart.
Yeah, I hope
think
so.
that's. I think
That's
that's.
the way
smart.
that's the way they should do it.
I would probably get that. It would go chicken fingers, Tage Parm. Chicken
You
fingers,
just
Tage
switch
Parm.
off every time.
The burgers that I get to there are actually really good. But
I'm excited for next year. I think we're going to try a lot of new foods.
I hope so.
we should.
I gotta get to.
I was thinking too. It's funny. Like I think people are starting to recognize that we're big on tendies. I see a lot of comments about it now, and what was the one JP? Somebody it was one of our patrons, I think.
It was it's one of our patrons. I'll try and find it so I can shout him out. But he went to a Sabres game at the Devils Arena. And I just asked him, how was the stadium? The first thing he said was the chicken tenders were a 7 out of 10. It wasn't even the stadium was cool. Sabres played great. It was chicken tenders. They were pretty
Nothing
good.
outside,
Hell,
the concourse is nice, or the accommodations were okay, the seats were comfortable. Right to the chicken tenders immediately.
Yeah,
If
as
you-
it should be.
If you're traveling to a game, send us
the chicken
a
tender
photo of
review.
your seat. Tweet it out. Tweet out a photo of your seat. I want to see the tenders in the arena, and I want a review in the comments.
We will reply to
Let me-
those. We will reply
Oh,
to
here
We
those.
we go.
will. Oh my God, we will do all of them. DM,
Yes.
do whatever.
We
Give
were
it a nice
talking about
retweet.
the best Sabres games
Yeah.
we've ever attended, and it was it's just Sabres takes. But yeah, he said my only Sabres game was at New Jersey. I asked how the stadium was. Chicken tenders get a solid 7. View from the second row was pretty good.
I was thinking the other day about like the food reviews and stuff, and I'm like, I wish in the past I had taken pictures and posted them to like my personal social, just because like when I come on here and talk about them, it's like people gotta, now they gotta like imagine what it is. I feel like it'd be a better point of reference,
So you're gonna become like an Instagram foodie.
A
Where they're
fatty.
taking pictures of their food before they eat everything.
What's
Fatty.
what's the people who do like the food reviews in the cars? What is it called?
Mukbang.
Or it's like a ton of food. Mukbang. You're gonna be a mukbanger.
You think I don't know that word? I don't know what a mukbang is. Get the hell out of here.
I didn't say you didn't know. I was just I couldn't find the word. You could.
Am I?
Christian will bring the one bite. You know how this goes.
Well,
Whatever
one bite every
whatever
we
he
go
knows
to
the
a
says.
party
rules.
in the
No,
plaza.
there will be more than one bite. There will be more than one bite.
When we go to a plaza, we'll do a review on camera. Something new.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah,
they'll
we
sell
should.
out there. We'll do some.
Am I?
That's a good question.
Am I the only one who likes to dip the chicken tendies in the Ken's blue cheese? I love the Ken's blue cheese. That's like the
I'm
go-to
not a
sauce.
big blue cheese with my tendies guy. I mean usually I just get them plain or like medium, so I don't really need it. But I guess if you're getting them like hot, then you might need it.
Plain tendies. They're the best.
That's crazy.
They stay crispy. The other ones get a
We
little
review the
soggy.
I'm not
plain
saying
versions,
to,
don't
I'm
we?
not saying to dump the sauce on top of them. You just dip them in the sauce.
Well, no, I
What other flavors do they have at
I don't get into ketchup. That's all I do. I think they have.
They
definitely have
started selling
barbecue.
barbecue and buffalo chicken tenders at the
Yeah.
Blue Zone. No, not the Blue Zone. What is it called? Something Grill.
Yeah, the next to the Blue Zone though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got mac and cheese bowls now too. Might have to give one of those a try.
Yeah. Well, they got Tim Hortons.
Yeah, I did.
They do. Get some
Did-
Timbits during the
Did
game.
not
Grab
see
a-
that coming.
Grab a breakfast sandwich. Is that dangerous for you? Are you a big Tim's guy?
I love Tim's. There you
go.
I'll have Chipotle chicken wrap at Tim's. Chipotle steak wrap. I was a roll up the rim champion. My girlfriend, she loved roll up the rim. She was like all over it. She was like, I need to get my points and all this, and then she was pretty upset when it ended yesterday. I was too though.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, I don't like coffee to begin with, but going to a Sabres game and grabbing a coffee and donuts and then going to my seat.
I drink coffee every day, Jameson.
I'm not dissing on that. I'm saying going to a sporting event and having coffee and donuts. I feel like that just doesn't.
Just
mix.
more class act. No Bills jersey, and you drink a coffee at your seat and watch the game. It's high society.
The football fan can't comprehend a Tim Hortons at the hockey arena.
Yeah.
I seriously wonder what if they're going to have any different concessions in the new Bills stadium, like maybe some franchises, because some
that's a good
arenas
question.
do that. They put like, I think I've seen like places that have like, well, the Amerks have a Chick-fil-A. It's like a stand, but it's still a Chick-fil-A. Like, I'm curious, maybe they'll throw like a Shake Shack in there or something, or
Well, we'll only have to put down a mortgage to find out.
nobody's getting in there this year. It's going to be all the PSL holders.
I mean, Delaware North has been cooking recently with the Sabres at least. So
This is true.
Is it them though? Aren't they going to they're getting it from other vendors though? I mean, I guess they'll just do it with the Bill Stadium, obviously. I was never super impressed with their available choices at the stadium.
at the
Very
Bills.
basic.
Yeah.
They
The
got
few
some
times
catching up
I've
to
been,
do.
the few times I've been in the 200 section, they have good stuff there. But I guess like in the concourse, I'm not gonna completely disagree with you. It's probably the same with the Sabres. I haven't been up in the 200s in the Sabres in a while. But I know they got some good
I
stuff
was
there.
there. I think we talked about this. I was there for SmackDown a few months back. Such a good selection up there. I miss having seasons up there.
Yeah.
I miss it dearly. A lot of food talk today.
Love a good impromptu food sesh.
No
you know?
food review technically, but like this is it's a good substitute.
It's okay.
All right. Before we move on, before we get into anything else, a word from our sponsor. If you're hurt in a car, you can call William Mattar. 844-444-4444. With a focus on motor vehicle accidents, the team at William Mattar has handled thousands of cases like yours. Let them help you get the money you deserve after a motor vehicle accident. Rideshare, truck, motorcycle, car, only. Call William Mattar. 844-444-4444. All right, we haven't picked up our conversation from last week. Not that one of the defensemen who was a part of it played on this road trip, but the other one. Logan Stanley. What did we think of him this past week?
I thought he was
Zach
fine.
Metsa saved him.
Metsa merchant.
Did you think he was good?
I thought I didn't see him make a lot of mistakes. So yes, I will say that's considered good.
I'll agree with you there. I think he was not that noticeable, which can definitely be a good thing.
Which is what I want to see out of the
for
third pair.
defensemen.
That is exactly what I want to see out of the third pair.
Yeah.
Not noticeable, not making mistakes. I don't need them to score. I don't need them to do any of that.
Yeah. There's a few times where he rushed the puck or had a nice play where I'm like, okay. But for the most part, I agree. Like, kind of not noticeable, which I guess is good. I mean, he should have had, like, a goal last night, but he kind of
kept his stick flat on the ice.
Yeah. So, I don't know. He's a Metsa merchant at this point. Can't convince me otherwise. The one thing, okay, he was brought in to be a physical presence, and I don't think that has shown at all. I mean, seriously. I mean, Benson's head almost got taken off on this road trip, and did Logan Stanley do anything? No. Like, that's where it's like, go back to our conversation last week. Bringing a big guy in to have a physical presence is kind of just artificial. It's like artificial toughness, I feel like, sometimes. But his play, I actually thought he was fine this week, genuinely.
He was fine. He did not kill them. I think that's the best way to describe it. I don't know if I would go, like, I don't, like, what is good Logan Stanley, right? Like, what are we supposed to be seeing? I feel like we're still trying to determine that. And, Zach Mutz's luck is obviously rubbing off on him.
I was just going to say, it's also hard to judge when he's playing with the luckiest player in the history of hockey right now. Like, he's not going to get scored on in 5-on-5.
Keep it that way. No, I really don't think Stanley's much of an issue right now. I think it's more of the team defense as a whole still kind of scares me a little bit. Not in a way where it's going to, like, tank the rest of this season. I just feel like as a 5-man unit, they could be better in their own zone.
I think my thing about Stanley is I feel like the goal of the trade deadline was you needed to take the load off the top four. The minutes they were being deployed in, the last game before the Olympic break, like, Jacob Bryson played 6 minutes. And I think it was, like, similar, like, but Metsa got scratched at first before he got back into the lineup, and he wasn't playing very much. And I feel like your whole if Colton Parayko had waived his no trade clause, like that would have been accomplished. Like that's a guy that could eat 15, 18, 20 minutes a night, and he would have solved that issue. I know Logan Stanley's not Colton Parayko, but it's like, is he going to do that? Like, is this going to be a guy, like based on what you've seen this road trip, would you play him 15 minutes in a playoff game? I still don't know if
I'm not there yet.
And I love
I'm not there yet.
And Metsa's great, and he's playing great. And this Bender this perfect, this good play that he is stacking upon perfect goaltending and a lot of good luck, good fortune going his way. It's awesome. I don't think your third pair is solved yet. I don't think your game one. Obviously, if the playoffs start tomorrow, we know what the third pair is. I think this conversation is not over yet.
Yeah, it's like that luck could fall off any day, any game. Like he could come back down to earth any small stretch of games, and then you have to tool around with your fifth and sixth pair again, and you kind of want more of an answer going into the playoffs, don't you not? You don't want that to be a question mark.
I was thinking how Ruff, he doesn't. One of the things I'm quote unquote worried about in the playoffs is I don't know how much flexibility Ruff really knows he has on the roster. I think they're a good enough roster with good enough depth that they'll never have bad options, but you just don't. You don't know for sure. Like, Lindy Ruff knows that Peyton Krebs can go on the top line. And he knows that Zach Benson can go on the fourth line. But, and he knows he can alternate his top four however he wants, and it will work. But I feel like a lot of lineup combos haven't been explored, and it's for good reason, because the team just will not stop winning. I just wonder how will he adjust? What options does he really have in the lineup if the team loses 2 straight games in the playoffs at some point, for example? I don't know if he has a lot of safe options. And it's like I said, the forward lineup is good enough that I don't think you'll have an issue. With the third pair, like, do you want to tinker with it? I feel like you should maybe want to tinker with it a lot in these 11 games, almost. Like, don't you want to see the different?
That's kind of.
You have 9 defensemen on the roster,
right?
And you have 5 that are viable for the bottom pair.
I was saying, just in general, like, I understand that the team keeps winning, but it's like, don't you want to try and create the best 6-man unit you can? If you have to break up the top 4 and spread the wealth around a little bit, I mean, I'm open to seeing it before the playoffs. If you have to go back, you go back. But I'm open to seeing that. Get Kesselring back in, maybe work Timmins back in there. I think I'm all good on Luke Shen, to be fair, bro. Like, thank you, but I'm good. But yeah.
I mean, of all those, of the 4 of the 5 that we just mentioned, not including Timmins because he played a lot of minutes going into the season, Stanley is averaging the most time on ice compared to any of them. He's averaging just over 15 and a half minutes.
God.
Metsa on a nightly basis is, I think, barely at 10. 10 minutes, 19 seconds. Like the
a lot
one
of that
difference
special
with
teams, obviously.
I was just going to say Stanley has been on the penalty kill. So
Stanley's not leaving the third. He's not leaving the third pair. This really is a 6th defenseman conversation.
Yeah.
God, that off-season extension for Stanley's going to hit like crack.
Oh, no.
God, I'm not there yet. Please, Christian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I just hope they don't. Stuff isn't going well. I hope they're not scared to bench Logan Stanley because they spent a 2nd-round pick on him. That's kind of what I'm scared of. Clearly, Ruff has like no confidence in Kesselring. I don't think Shen should see the ice, and I mean Timmins hasn't played since I don't even know.
November, I think.
Just yeah. So I don't. Do they really? As much as we're saying they have other options, do they really? Right now. December 18th was Timmins' last game.
It would be very remarkable if Zach Metsa made it to the playoffs and he still had that perfect record going for him. I'm just wondering, how much does Ruff really trust him when the chips are down?
And he's a smaller defenseman. Once he gets physical, will he want to put in Kesselring or someone else?
If you get into a series with Tampa Bay, is Ruff gonna put him in?
I think we'll see on April 6th.
Kesselring is sitting right there.
That game against Tampa, I think, will be a good test to see what Ruff actually thinks of that third pair and Metsa.
Was he in the last one?
I think he had to have been, right? Because
Stanley hadn't
Stanley hadn't played yet, so it had to be. Yeah, it was Kesselring and Metsa. Had to be.
Yeah, had to have been.
I can check. I wonder how much he played that night, because I mean that game was.
I don't think it was very much because that was like
insane.
the last we saw of him.
No, I'm talking about Metsa. He played 8 minutes and 55 seconds in that game, which is the lowest since February 27th.
I don't know. Should be interesting.
I mean, really, that going into the playoffs, the really only conversations is third pair and who's going to start game one for goaltending.
Pretty much.
I mean, that forward group is pretty much, those 12 are locked in, at least.
That Beck Malenstein hit in game one's going to rejuvenate everything around here.
Oh, raw. Does anybody have a generational hit this playoffs? Is someone going to do it?
I feel like it'll either be Stanley or Malenstein.
I could see Dahlin trying to line someone up.
He's done it.
He's done it. Right? He's gotta.
I think he will.
If they get into a series with Tampa, if he gets into a Tampa series, somebody is dying.
And why does he wear number 38?
I can't believe he got. Oh, jeez. I can't believe he got double teamed the other night and got destroyed along the boards. Like, poor guy. I can't believe Tampa fans were trying.
It was very. It was very funny how it was literally the Tage hit.
It was very similar.
Same thing.
It was literally the same thing, except his back wasn't to the boards. It was actually perfectly clean.
Yeah.
Only Hagel got hurt from that.
His face. Yeah. Yeah, he came back, but yeah. I don't know. God, that series. If we get that series, that'll be. I feel like that's the series to watch.
Oh,
everybody wants to see it. It's crazy. It's funny. It's funny to have that. As people are going to be psyched for that if it happens.
Well, if that happens, let's have the home field advantage.
Yep.
Win the division.
Yep. Let's
get 4 home games.
I know we've been talking the whole year, but this playoff race is
bananas.
So messed up.
It's bananas.
Look at the logjam at the bottom. Look at it.
Dude, if we were one of those teams.
Look at the logjam.
Oh my God.
We'd be so stressed out.
Dude,
I'd
be pissed.
This was something that we also talked about on the Patreon episode last night. Quickly, look at the Red Wings. That is a team they have the second longest drought. They've gone 9 years without the playoffs. We have been there. It is agonizing just to get to that point, let alone 14. They're going to finish with 95 points, maybe more, and they're going to miss. But potentially, I'm using them as a comparable, but it's going to be them or the Islanders or
Senators,
Ottawa. The Flyers maybe are even making a late push.
Yeah, they got games in hand. They got 80 points.
The one night, the Islanders started the night as the third team in the Metro and left the night out of the playoffs. It's March. You don't see that movement in March.
If you just go to the conference-wide standings, once you get outside of Tampa, who are at 91, you have 86, 86, 86, 85, 85, 84, 83, 80.
I can't believe we're out of it. It's
And not in the way we
it's
usually
crazy.
are.
Like, no,
We're usually out of it
great
the other
point.
way.
Like, we're just kind of sitting back and I mean, they have a 9-point cushion on Montreal.
Yeah.
Like, best case scenario, it's a 5-point cushion.
And like like I said, I get nervous about like, oh, knock on wood, they still got to make the playoffs. It's like, you also got to think you need 7 different teams to jump you in the standings, which is difficult. It's difficult enough, and especially when they play each other. Like, all these teams are going to be playing each other down the stretch. There's going to be losses,
and it's like, I guess it's less of the thing now, but like 2 months ago, Washington was in the race a lot more. Philly was, Columbus was, and it was like they're closer to a Metro spot. And like this is the case for the Islanders. Like they're closer to a Metro spot than jumping the Sabres.
Mm-hmm.
They jump into a divisional spot before they jump us. It's I still can't determine who's going to be out.
I hope,
like between Boston, the Islanders, Detroit, and Ottawa.
I think I know which one I want because I'm kind of scared of them. But you know what I was thinking today? How peak would it be to have a Senators Hurricanes first round match? I would love that. That would be peak.
Just to see one of them get eliminated?
Yes. But also, I know the Sens would give them a run for their money. Like, actually, legitimately. If Linus Ullmark locked in, that'd be a good series.
I don't know if I want the 8th rendition of Islanders Hurricanes in the first round again. That would be hell.
Bettman's too hard-headed to change his mind about anything. Pain in the ass.
Sabres Sens, that would be a fun series. Especially, obviously, going back to the old rivalry. But I do not want to play them.
Yeah, I want no part of them.
The Rangers had 9 shots tonight against them.
Just despicable. And only one. I mean, I guess they finished the game with 4
2-1,
but they still only beat them 2-1. It was funny.
I think it's crazy how good the Eastern Conference is, and the Panthers and the Maple Leafs aren't even in the conversation.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah,
it really is. And the Rangers. I mean, hey, you could go, New Jersey and the Rangers as well. Like the bottom 4 teams in the conference all made the playoffs last year. Or Rangers made it last year, right? No. Why am I blanking?
I
don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
No, because they fired Laviolette. Yeah, they missed.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, the President's Trophy 2 years ago.
Yeah. And then, just to compare that to the insult of a conference, the Western Conference is.
Oh my
God, the Pacific is just
so
atrocious.
bad. Like, look at the wild card. Look at the goal differential of the wild card race right now. It's so bad.
Look at the goal differential of the Pacific champion, probable Pacific champion.
I know. Anaheim's a -7.
The Predators are in the wild card 2 spot in the Western Conference. They would be 12th in our conference.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they'd be ahead of New Jersey.
It's so
Washington.
funny. Because we were recently saying, like, I can't. It's so annoying that Connor McDavid signed that extension, right? Like, you can feel it. Like, that time frame feels like it's almost a little bit on the ropes, and there's discontent there. But it's like, look at their playoff path. They could easily get back to the Western Conference Final. They just got to beat a bad Vegas team, and then most likely a young Anaheim team, or most likely a young Utah team.
Yeah,
And they probably won't beat the team that comes out of the Central, but still, like, it's crazy. It's such a bad conference this year.
Just a cupcake schedule, man. Well, just cupcake division, or conference.
I need to know what their last, like, or what the final record of the East versus West is this year. It has to be stupidly lopsided. All right, moving on. I did want to bring up the quote. I know JP and I kind of briefly touched on it earlier. But coming out of Elliot Friedman's 32 Thoughts this previous week, a certain player of another team was describing the Sabres' play style, and the words that they used were, they called it river hockey, acknowledging the Sabres were good at it, but he called it river hockey. What do we think about that? Are the Sabres a river hockey team? Pond hockey, unstructured, all over the place? Is that them?
They're just too stupid to understand what structure we play because we have such an elite defensive core, and just a lot of cycling going on.
I need like the betting lines of who said that and like what the odds of it being a Tampa player were.
100% a Tampa player.
And why was his jersey number 38?
I would invite that player to go watch this road trip and some of our cycling that we did in the offensive zone and tell us that we don't have any sort of structure.
Also, another point, that's complete bitch shit. Like, anonymous. Own up to your takes, you asshole. Say it. Say it with your chest. You want to call it river hockey? Call it river hockey. That's fine. Free country. Say whatever you want. Just don't hide behind anonymity. Friggin'.
To be fair, last night was river hockey. But that was both sides.
Both sides. Anaheim plays straight. That's kind of why
don't they have the most comeback wins in like NHL history right now?
They took advantage of it. That's why I was saying the Sabres need to be better defensively. Just they exploited it, but they were also very aggressive. The amount of breakaways, man. Like, oh my god.
They're just a fast team.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it? This was Friedman tweeted this out. The Ducks tied the game with 1:44 to go. They have 8 game tying goals in this season in the last 2 minutes. No other team has done it more than 6 times through 70 games.
Jeez.
And
they still have a negative goal differential.
It's just dumb. It's just
8 shootout wins.
It's just a quote that just tells me you don't watch this team. It's very clear what their identity is and how they set up their offense. It's so obvious, and to call it river hockey, like,
yeah, just because we don't play like the Florida Panthers, who are complete board battles, trenches team, like it qualifies us as a style of play that's not sustainable. It's just so stupid. I hate that. I hate that line of discourse.
You could say it's a league like that. Goaltending hasn't been this bad in years. Is the entire league, run on that?
They got to increase the size of the pads again because they decreased
the
them.
Nets.
Put them back up. Say it with your chest. Don't hide behind anonymity. That's probably what pissed me off about it the most. You can say whatever you want. All I see is that we're 4th in the league right now.
That's right.
All right, moving on. Another note from Friedman's 32 Thoughts. Just a little bit of an update on the Alex Tuch stuff. I'll just read the whole bit that he put in there. Buffalo's new regime budged a bit with Alex Tuch, but obviously not enough yet that we got a deal. It's always hardest on the player, but there's a lot of experience in the negotiations on the Sabre side of things. No one's going to panic. Maybe it gets solved before the postseason, but I could see this coming down to playoff performance. If Tuch has a big April, May, and or June, it forces the Sabres' hand.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest with you. I for the last few months, I thought it was a foregone conclusion that he's just gonna walk. I think they're gonna get something done. I feel like the longer you keep hearing just noise around it, like it hasn't gone away. I feel, and the fact that neither side has walked away from the table, just kind of, I feel like they're gonna get something done here. And why do I feel like it's probably gonna be like an 8x9.5, 8x10?
What do you think budged means? Where do you think the Sabres are at?
Well, I think Kevin Adams was at, like, in his whatever
they said 8.
whatever his world was,
Did they
thinking like,
did they
we
say, like,
can't
Tage
have
Thompson
yeah,
money?
we can't have any of our players making more than Tage. It's like, dude, the cap's going up. That's a stupid way to think.
I respect that.
I do respect it, but
Josh
it's just
lowball
not
that
going to
low.
happen.
Disrespect the hell out of him.
But I think when Yarmo took over, I think that tag went up to, I think they were like, all right, we'll hover around 9 million, but you got to meet us somewhere. And knowing the Adrian Kempe deals out there, I don't think Alex Tuch wanted to budge on that. I think it's going to come down to Alex Tuch having to change his price a little bit, because I don't think Yarmo's going to go up that much more.
I mean, it's a very clear the Sabres have budged, and Alex Tuch clearly has not.
Mm-hmm.
He has not moved from the $10.5 million price tag he's setting up.
Someone's going to pay it in the offseason. That's the thing.
And I think Friedman is correct. And like, if we were to make a deep playoff run, I think that really does force
He's
the hand.
100% getting signed to whatever he wants if
He has
is
to
a big
perform, though.
playoff.
Well, yes, for sure. He does. He
I
does
think
has-
if he has like a middling playoff, I think the Sabres could very well look at it and be like, we have a teenager in the AHL setting on pace to maybe be up there in records, and we also have Yuri Cooley coming back next season. I
Right.
mean, that's the wild card in all of that. Those are two guys that, I mean, one of them's ready to graduate. The other one was going to be a big player on this team. And I don't know. It's just, it's reasons like that. I have not come around to giving Alex Tuch 8 years, especially at that price tag. I just don't know what will convince me.
I still
like
kind of
maybe
go
a
back.
cup?
Man, I still
Yeah,
kind of go
I don't
back
think
to
anything's going to convince you.
yeah. I still kind of go back
You've been
to
on the other
the
side the entire time.
the
Sorry.
whole thing about just figure it out down the road, see where the cap goes, and then like use your retention slots. If you're gonna trade him with term left, just retain a little bit on it.
It's just so, like, I think there's gonna be some sticker shock this year. I know some have brought it up, like Beck Malenstein. I'm assuming the team's gonna re-sign him. Like, he'll probably get more than you think.
2.5.
Like, you could say, oh, the cap, you can. It might be more. It might be more.
Imagine he gets
He
a
might be in the
5x5.
threes. I mean, what if the cap? Alan Walsh has been like saying it for a while now. Like, the cap is gonna go up like what, 30 million potentially in the next few
Mhm.
years. Like, it's an absurd number. Everybody's price is gonna go up. It's relative. So to say like, oh, the cap's going up, you don't need to care about spending on Tuch, I think it's a little ignorant, I would say. And we've had this conversation so many times. I just, if I'm Buffalo, like, my line is 9.5. It's 9, like, you cannot go past that. And it's like,
I don't disagree.
and I just feel like either Tuch has a bad playoff, and like maybe that's the scenario where he brings the price down, but I don't feel like he'll bring it down to the 8s. Or it's he has a baller playoffs, and then the price, he's not changing the price after that. It'll be
He-
interesting.
He's kind of quieted down recently. Like, he was close to a point per game, I want to say, like, at least a month or two ago, and now he's at 59 points in 68 games. It's, like, the production is obviously still there. He's going to get 65 points. Could get close to 70 if he has a good last 11 games, but it's tough because I don't feel like the on-ice impact has always been there this year. But he's also your top penalty killer, and
He still shows flashes of that speed.
yeah.
He turned on the Jets at one point during the Sharks game. Like, oh my God, where did that come from? He hasn't moved like that in like a year.
I
do just wonder. I think
somebody's
you know,
gonna get done.
it's looming over you when you have this big. This big contract is coming, whether it's from the Sabres or from someone else, and it's like you have no security of it right now. And it's hard not to probably play careful a little bit, especially when the team's so good now.
I mean, I think he's been good about it all year. He's been
He's still been a good player. And like the team gets worse if he leaves. Obviously, that's not up for discussion. That's not up for debate. It it's just, it's a realistic conversation. What are you paying for?
Well, I guess the playoffs will determine. I think that's what it'll come down to.
Yeah. I am interested to see how he does. He was always a what's the word to describe it? He was no pun intended. He was an ace for Vegas. Like, he was the guy down in the lineup that would really kill you. I mean, he was a monster. I think his playoff numbers were very, very good for like someone who was mostly on their third line.
I'm looking at it now. He has 33 points in 66 games. In his
last few years, though, right?
Yeah. So his first season, 17-18, at least first season in the playoffs.
That was his rookie year.
10 points in 20 games. Then 2 points in 7 games. Then 12 points in 20 games, which that included 8 goals. And then 9 points in 19 games.
That was actually a little bit worse than I remember it. But, I mean, like I said,
for
by the end,
line guy to have 12 points in 20 games.
After 2019, he was behind both Mark Stone and Marchessault. And, like Petrietti was still in the top 6 at the time. Riley Smith, obviously. He wasn't in the top half of their lineup.
In 1920, he had 3 game-winning goals in that playoff.
I thought he was like a monster during the bubble. I feel like I just vividly remember that. But I guess maybe not to the extent I really thought. So I'll be interested to see how he performs. All right, I brought up his name briefly. I just want to bring this up again because he went off the other day. Konsta Helenius with yet another hat trick in the AHL.
What can't this man do?
I'm telling you.
The rich get richer. What could I say, man? The rich get richer. He'll be a Sabre next year.
I'm telling you. Especially considering, the Amherst, it's an uphill battle for them. They've lost a lot of players. There obviously a lot of games are slipping out of their fingers with not a lot of depth on the team anymore.
He's running that team.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy. And he was before, but he is the guy. And I think it'll be very surprising if they go on a run. I hope they do. They still have the potential to do it. He should be in playoff lineup considerations. Like, he should be. Not the first few games, obviously. But I think when it's do or die time and you're going to be asking yourself what's the best lineup this team can ice, this isn't a question with him. You've seen him play. The only reason, it was not, in my opinion, he should still be on the roster. I don't agree with the fact he got sent down. They got healthy. I at the same time, I get that the lineup was getting stacked. He might have been pushed down. But, a lot of nights, Peyton Krebs is your top line winger, and I think you can, if you're needing some scoring in a 7-game series, I think there will be conversations about him because I think he is one of your best 12 players.
Well, who would you take out of the lineup?
Oh, stop it!
I think it's
you brought it up.
Kind of injury dependent. I think they're too kind of loaded up here right now with bodies.
Yeah, listen, there'll be injuries. Like, it's the playoffs.
Well, the controversial topic that Jonah brought up is to put him on the 4th line. We don't have to dive into it, but I do think an injury in the top 9 is a different conversation than just, okay, all of our forwards are healthy, should Konsta be in. If you have an injury top 9, he should absolutely be in the lineup.
I'm saying, I don't want to get into this today.
Okay.
I don't, because we all know the player that this is about. I'm just saying in the elimination game, the do or die game, I want to ice my best lineup. I don't want to scratch Thomas Vanek for Taylor Pyatt again. I don't want to do that. Okay?
That's a comparison.
Hopefully you get a little live and learn.
I think it's somewhat similar.
We do have the same head coach who would do that.
Yeah.
Hey, I understand why. It's just, it's very funny. Vanek's last game in 2006, he scored. He scored in his last playoff game that year. And he still got the bench.
Well, you bring up AHL depth. They did sign a guy.
They did. Kevin Adams' neighbor.
Okay, really?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Kevin Adams' neighbor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You don't
wasn't that the whole
remember
thing? He went to school with like his daughter, I think.
He was a junior Sabre, and I think, I'm pretty sure he's a neighbor.
That's
Kevin
hilarious.
Yeah. Gavin McCarthy, the 2023 third-round pick, captain of Boston College this year. Pretty cool.
Yeah, good for him.
Or was it B? It's BU. I think he went to BU. No. Wait. I always get this mixed up. I should know this. I think it was BU. Gavin McCarthy. BU. BU. That's right. Yep. Captain of BU.
Well, good.
He's already
Good
played
for
a
him.
game.
Put up some
Cameras.
strong numbers.
Yeah.
He's always been a guy that I've sort of liked, and I'm interested to see how he adapts in the AHL. God knows they need some defensive depth there. Yeah, should be fun. Kevin Adams' former neighbor. You think they talk at all?
Why
Like
would
the families?
Why would you say former? Do you think Kevin
I
Adams
think it's
moved?
awkward now.
Do you think Kevin Adams still lives here?
They're-
Yeah, can you just imagine like seeing him at Wegmans and Clarence or something?
It's like,
I-
hey, bro.
I'd feel bad.
Seeing him at like Dashes.
I wouldn't
It's
feel
like,
bad.
hey, what you been up to? How about that hockey team, man?
Good job, man. You did a good job building that team. Too bad you
heck of
ruined
a
the
roster.
vibes.
Guess they really hated you, huh? Funny. And then obviously we have the NCAA tournament starting up in early April, and all the teams just got selected, and there will be some Sabres prospects in that tournament. Obviously for MSU, you've got Maxime Sturback and Patrick Geary. No surprise there. Wisconsin made the tournament, which means Luke Osborne will be there as well. Super fun player. Should be fun to see him in there. Minnesota Duluth is in it this year, so Adam Kleber will be a part of it. UConn has won a few games as well, so Jake Richard will continue to play. I will be interested to see if he signs with the Sabres after his year wraps up. And then Brody Zemer, who did not make the tournament with Minnesota, he becomes interesting because his head coach just got let go, and he was phenomenal for them this year. He's point per game, 36 points in 36 games, 23 goals. I believe he made all second team. He was up there.
They got to
So-
get that guy to Rochester ASAP.
I'm looking forward to him. Amherst should be very fun next year, and there's a lot of college guys that could make that jump. But yeah, NCAA tournament, no, a lot of people plug into that. I always obviously keep an eye on it, and should be fun to see some Sabres representation in there. But with that, any other notes about the Sabres this past week before we hop into the preview?
I think I'm good.
Guess not.
Nope.
Alrighty. JP, take it away.
All right, week 23, we got a 4-game homestand coming up. This is the last homestand of the year. We have 3 in-conference games and 2 in-division games. So a big week ahead. Big, especially for the wild card race for some of these teams. Sabres are at home versus Boston Wednesday at 7:30. This will be a TNT game. We will also be streaming this with our Patreons. The Bruins, they are 39-23-8, tied for third in the Atlantic, but in the first wild card spot, 2 points in front of the Red Wings, and we are 9 points in front of them. They are on a 2-game winning streak, beating Winnipeg and Detroit. They lost the 2 before that in OT. Their last 5 of 8 games have gone to OT. They do play Toronto on Tuesday, so we do have the rest advantage because they will be on the second half of a back-to-back. They are winning the season series against us 2-1 right now. Their power play is 8th in the league, penalty kills 24th. Goaltender matchup, UPL will be in versus It could be Korpisalo, since this would be the second half of back-to-back, but Swayman or Korpisalo. Swayman doing his thing, 28, 14, and 4, 908, 2.71, and he's second in the league in goals saved above expected at 27.1. Korpisalo, 11, 9, and 4, 891, 3.3, and he's 67th in the league. Their only injury is Dan's Locamelis. He's out for the season. David Pastrnak, 28 goals, 58 assists. Morgan Geekie is 34 goals and 27 assists. Those are their two main producers in their top six. For Geekie, his goal production has slowed down compared to what the pace he was at to start the season, but he's still having a great season. Zaka has 51 points, and Lindholm has 42, and then Charlie McAvoy has the most points for defensemen with 53 in 58 games. Former Sabres, Casey Middlestat, 13 goals and 23 assists. Nikita Zadorov has 19 points. He has the most penalty minutes in the league with 134. Then Henry Jokiharju, he has 10 assists in 36 games. He has actually been a healthy scratch a bunch recently. He played on Monday, but before that he hadn't played since February 28th. So he's actually, we probably will not see him, which is interesting. I think it is funny.
It's been pretty good for them this year.
I know that's what I find funny, that he's been solid for them, I feel like. And I mean, the Boston Bruins Twitter discourse last year when Zadorov and Jokiharju were together, they were thinking it was like the next coming. So I just find it kind of funny that Yoki's been a healthy scratch as of recently. Key to the game, trying to shut down that top line and get some by Swayman if we face Swayman. If not, it's Korpisalo. Then get some shots on net. And let's do this one for Christian. I know he would love to see them miss the playoffs. Then Sabres are facing Detroit Friday night, 7 p.m. on MSG. The Red Wings are 38, 24, and 8, fifth in the Atlantic, 1 point out of a wild card spot, and we are 11 points in front of them. They did win 2 of 3 this week, beating Calgary and Montreal and losing to Boston. We are 2-0 against them so far, and they do play Ottawa on Tuesday before us. Their power play is 14th, penalty kill is 21st. If I recall, early in their season, their power play was very good. I feel like that's kind of what they're riding on early in the season, so definitely a slowed down. Goaltender matchup will probably be Lyon versus John Gibson or Cam Talbot. Gibson's actually having a very, very good year after starting off his season pretty slow with the Red Wings. He's 26, 16, and 3, 907, 2.54, and he's 12th in the league in goals saved above expected. Cam Talbot is 12, 8, and 5, 891, 3.03, and he's 79 out of 94 goalies for goals saved above expected. Injuries is one of the main reasons why the Red Wings have kind of slowed down a little, mainly because their captain, Dylan Larkin, has been hurt. They also have Michael Brandsegg-Nygaard and Michael Rasmussen, who are all day-to-day. Somehow, Larkin could return this week. If you saw the hit, I think that is incredible. It looked like his knee was completely taken out. He got hurt on March 6th, and he might be back this week.
You didn't watch that. You didn't watch it.
I did see. I watched it once. I never rewatched it.
You did not watch the slow-mos.
It wasn't a hit.
No, I did not watch the slow-mos.
And it was not a hit.
It was not a hit.
Oh, shit, you're right. Well, whatever. I don't like those. I don't like watching those. But the fact that he could somehow be back is...
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's been able to play this whole time, roughly. But now it's like, it's do or die. Like, he's going to... It's looking like he might have the whole summer to rest anyways.
Yeah. But Larkin, anyway, he does have 55 points this year. My favorite name, DeBrincat. He has 35 goals and 38 assists and is over a point per game. Lucas Raymond, he is exactly a point per game with 46 assists and 68 points. And then good old Patrick Kane has 42 points. Moritz Seider having a great year, the best year of his career. He has 39 assists. He's playing every game, averaging 25 minutes a night. I believe he's in Norris conversation, so he's, making his stake as one of the better defensemen in this league now. And the one weird one, I still don't know what they're doing with Marco Kasper. 16 points in 69 games. It's just weird considering
he's their best center now. Well, I guess Kopp did come back, but that's weird. Cursed year for him.
Yeah. Yep. Only former Sabre, Jacob Bernard Docker. He has 4 assists, but he has played in 54 games. He was in and out of the lineup to start the year with Travis Hamonic, and I don't think Hamonic has played much since, and JBD's been playing about every night now. So take that as you will. His production isn't there, but I'm sure his underlinings are at least respectable.
He's so scoring Friday.
First goal of the year. Key of the game, I think this will be an intense game. They are playing for their season right now. If they don't have Larkin, try to take advantage of that. Their center spine is not the best with him out. And then the Sabres have Seattle on Saturday at 5:30. This will be on MSG. This is a goat-head night if you are going to the game. The Kraken are 31-29-9, fifth in the Pacific, 4 points out of a playoff spot. They have lost 7 of their last 9 and are on
It's got to be this time. Okay, we got to do it finally. If it's not this team, what other team is going to be able to beat the Kraken at home?
It has to be.
It has to be.
They're not
Christian,
good.
Right? It has to be.
Sorry, yeah, I was on mute for just the purposes of audio. But yeah, if they lose to the Kraken at home again, oh my God. If I didn't have enough reason to hate that franchise.
It's the last obstacle. I wonder if there's a scenario where that could be a clinch game. I think it has to be, right?
It could be.
Because you could get 6 points of your own, and then I feel like teams in the next 4 or 5 days could easily
lose. Yeah, lose 6 points of ground.
That could be it. Man, a Saturday night clinch would be nuts. Or, is it Sunday? Saturday?
No,
No,
Saturday. Yeah.
I was listening.
Yep. I mean, they're not a good team. They lost 7 of their last 9 on a 3-game losing streak, losing to Tampa, Nashville, and Columbus. They do play Tampa and Florida before us, so they could very well be on a 5-game losing streak. We did beat them early in the year, 3-1. Their power play's 15th. Penalty kill is 31st. Goaltender matchup, Joey Decord and Philip Grubauer. Decord 19-18 and 5-9-01. 2.9 and he's 55th in the league in goal save above expected. And Grubauer 12-9 and 3, 909. 2.62, a 5.8 goal save above expected, which is 24th. Goaltending might be the only thing that's kind of keeping them there. Injuries, Jared McCann, Ryan Winterton, Jaden Schwartz, they're all day-to-day. And Max McCormick is out for the season. This is where it gets funny to me. Like, this is just such a Jason Botterill team. Their leading scorer has 49 points in, 70 games, and that's Jordan Eberle. Matty Beniers has 18 goals and 26 assists. Chandler Stevenson has 41 points. Vince Dunn leads their defenseman with 41 points. There's just no production on that
Jason
team.
Botterill's
they don't have anybody over 50
he's
points.
I'm just going to try and acquire as many one-dimensional scoring wingers as I possibly can and see what happens.
It is, think about, just is this guy just a defense purist? Hires Phil Housley as his head coach. Hires Ralph Kruger as his head coach. First year in Seattle, hires Dan Bilesma as his head coach, and now it's friggin' Hackstall.
Would you call it defensive purist, or I'd call it something else, but I feel like I shouldn't say it on here.
I just find it incredible. I wonder if there's another team in the league that doesn't have a player over 50 points through 70 games in the season.
I would assume the Canucks.
The Canucks are god-awful.
Did Quinn Hughes get to 50 before he left?
That'd
he still
be
might be leading
crazy.
the team now that I think about
Someone
it.
go check that.
Here,
See
let
if
me
there's another
check.
team with if there's another team with no one under 50 over 50 points, because I just think that's incredible. Former Sabres, Montour has 8 goals and 20 assists in 51 games. So even he's not producing that much. He must have been hurt for a little bit, though. And also John Hayden, but he is in the AHL and hasn't played a game since we last played them.
Patterson's at 41. Only 61 games, so I guess he is sort of on pace to break. Maybe I don't know the math. He's probably right there. But yeah. What did Quinn Hughes finish at? Oh, he only played 26 games for them. 23 points.
So it might only be the Canucks. Like, I can't imagine.
I feel like
The
Rob
Rangers,
Bedard was
Panarin
hurt.
had over 50.
Let me see. New York Rangers.
Just to
Yeah,
finish this.
Mika. Oh my God, Mika's actually having like a sneaky productive year. 67 points in 70 games.
Really?
Yeah.
Calgary, maybe? Do they have someone?
Ooh, Calgary's got to be a good pick.
All right, just to finish this quick. Seattle,
Nazem. Okay.
key of the game, take advantage of the penalty kill, and freaking win a
Win.
game at home
Win.
against them.
Beat
Please.
them at home.
We don't need this to be a conversation anymore. They are not good, especially if Jason Botterill was in attendance. Let's show them what Buffalo hockey and then Buffalo City is like. So we face Boston Wednesday at 7:30 TNT game. Friday against Detroit at 7, and then Saturday against Seattle at 5:30. This is a goat head night.
Thank you, JP.
Yeah.
Great job as always.
So what?
And
Kadri has above it.
Currently, Kadri still leads their team in points. 40 points in 60 games. But
40
that obviously
points.
will not be changing. That will not be changing.
So it's
Michael
those.
Backlund is at 39 through 70 games. That's their current team leader.
That's atrocious.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kings are sneaky. They have Kempe at 59, but other than that, then it's Kevin Fiala with 40, and obviously he's hurt.
Done for the year, yep. Nuts.
So it's only those 2 teams, maybe.
It's like, what did Tyler Ennis finish with on the tank team? I think he had like 45. Let me see.
Oh, you know, the Blues don't have anybody over 50. Robert Thomas has 46 in 52 games.
Thomas has been out. That is still. Let me see. What did Tyler Ennis finish with the tank year? 46 points in 78 games led the team. And the year before that, Cody Hodgson, he led the team in points. 44 points in 72 games.
Oh, my God.
Ruff. So let me scroll down the list, and there's Ville Lano with 15 points, 15 assists in 58 games because he
0 goals.
did not score a goal that year.
Classic.
Soon to be featured
Classic.
in the next Iceberg tier, which may or may not be close to done. Hint, hint. All right. Final thoughts.
Let's clinch this week.
The next time we record, will the Buffalo Sabres have clinched a playoff berth for the first time in 15 years?
I know I said let's clinch this week, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's going to take one more week after that.
I'm looking forward. We got me and JP got tickets for Tuesday at home against the Islanders. I think that could be the day.
Could be.
That could be.
That could be the day.
Because you got to think, this week you're taking out 2 potential. If you win the next 2 games,
Those are 4-point
that's
swings.
big for the magic number. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe not Boston, but
Detroit will be.
could be the last team out. That could be part of your magic number.
Yeah. It's true. I hope it's at home. I don't want it to be away.
It's gotta be.
Be a little
It's gotta be
anticlimactic.
It's gotta be because they win.
If it's away, do you go to the airport?
Should we?
I don't know, man. I don't think we should do that.
I'm not one of those people.
Me neither. I've never done that, actually.
Yeah, I've never.
Bills was different. We were too young though.
They
And
were-
then by the time, then it kind of got
Yeah,
overplayed.
but
it got
people still
sad.
do it. Yeah,
People were going there
it's
for like
been
a week 4 win because they started like 4-0. Like, guys, come on. Airport when they clinch. I don't know if we'll go, but I think they deserve that, especially these guys. It's funny. I mean, I know WGR they brought it up. Like, you waited a while to see the Bills at a home game in the playoffs, a packed stadium. You waited 4 years after the drought ended. 5 years, right? 5 years. 2022 against the Patriots, right?
4 years.
4 years.
Because it would have been January 2018.
Yeah. Yep. Good call. That's crazy.
I was at that game. If you listen to our previous episodes, it was one of the greatest games. No, what was that? Our overtime episode. Greatest games we've ever been to. That was my number one.
Good plug. Good plug.
Thank you.
It's fun times, man. Very fun. Can't believe we're maybe less than a week away.
Yep.
It's wild. Teams are starting to clinch. I mean, in the West, Dallas and Colorado have clinched.
In the West.
Not ours, but teams are starting to clinch.
We're getting there. Well, until we get to that point, for now, just keep winning. And until next time, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at the Sabre Report. Also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sabre Report. If you listen to this on YouTube, thank you very much for listening. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell us what you thought about this one in the comments down below. Were we positive enough this week? Was it a nice tone change? I hope it was.
Hopefully.
Hey, whether it's negative feedback or positive, we always read it, and we always are thankful for it, for you guys engaging with the show. So be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Go give our friends over at the Buffalo Sports Talk podcast a listen. I'm trying to think what's next for the football season.
Is it the draft in a month?
Is it just the draft? Is the draft next? Yeah. Anything else?
It's just the draft. Yep. Yeah.
I know they're recording this week to finally talk about the free agency moves, and God forbid they might open the episode with Sabres talk potentially. I feel like if they will. If there's ever a time, it's got to be now. But they do great stuff, great coverage, even including the Sabres when they feel like it. So go give them a listen. I want to take this second just to thank our patrons. Could not do this without you guys. Our numbers continue to grow, and we're very thankful. We're having a lot of fun, getting a lot of feedback. It's a good time. We're looking forward to Wednesday, hanging out with you guys during the game. It's our first live stream, so we're working with the Patreon platform, so hoping to have some fun and work out the kinks and see how it goes. But I do want to specifically thank our premium tier patrons, Derek Bistricki, Zach Benson, Grant Budney, Tajan Slug, Nick Santos, Nathan Little, and Tim Z, on top of our core tier patrons as well. Thank you guys very much for your support. On that note, until next time, we'll see you next time. Maybe they'll clinch. Maybe it'll finally have happened.
It'll be a historic episode.
Oh, man. Looking forward to it. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thanks again for listening. And as always, go Sabres.
Go Sabres.
Go Sabres.